Hello, everyone, and welcome once more to the Sage 2023 Showcase. This time we're checking out the very last, we rolled number 123 off 123. I was wondering when we rolled this. This is actually not exactly a game. I mean, it is a game, technically, but it's more like a framework. This is an engine. There are many engines. Oftentimes, there's a whole engine category on Sage, usually, because it is surprising just how many engines exist. And what I mean by engine is basically like a prefab built in a particular program, such as Unity, or in this case, this is Godot, which is interesting to me, because I like Godot. Basically, a lot of Sonic engines out there that people can use to make their Sonic games. And this is a new one for Godot. Specifically, it has playable levels too, so it's still worth checking out as a game. It's notable for being utilized in Godot because, like, I don't believe any of the other ones are. They're all, like, in either Unity or something weird. This is the first one I think I've seen that is actually using Godot. Apparently, it's so Sonic Worlds is a multimedia fusion 2 engine that's been around for a long time. It's been used to make a lot of cool games, actually. A lot of fan games. You probably have seen some Sonic fan games using it. So this is basically a Godot version of that. For instance, Sonic Before the sequel and Sonic and also even Freedom Planet used Sonic Worlds. So that's kind of interesting. So yeah, we've seen it countless times. It's a very popular engine. So I'm very fond of Godot. It's interesting to see this port over to the Godot engine. So let's see what it has. Let's see how it functions and see if it is improved from the original Sonic Worlds engine. Because that one, as classic as it is, it's very old at this point. So it's nice to see the updates. But the description reads, "Welcome to Sonic Worlds Next, the Sonic game development kit for Godot. This framework is designed to be easily accessible, accurate, and flexible. The team's been hard at work at updating Sonic Worlds Next to be compatible with Godot 4, adding more features such as water gimmicks, teleporters, bug fixes, and most notably a new playable Amy." So, but yeah, these engines typically have an example game of sorts, so that's what we're going to be checking out here today and seeing how the engine works. So, but before we begin, if you like the video, do think about giving a like. If you haven't subscribed yet, think about doing that as well. But if you really want to help out, think about coming over to Twitch. We're trying to reach a partner over here, but we need more viewers to do it. So if you want to come by, whether it's a lurk or a talk, think about doing so because it does make a world of a difference, and we'd honestly love to have you. We also have a pretty cool Discord community if you want to check that out. I have a coffee link if you want to help directly monetize my content, and I have a merch store if you want to buy some cool merch. Links are all in the description, so check them out at your leisure. But with that being said, let's go ahead and hit start. So there's 2 levels for this example. We can play, yep, there's Amy. So Amy was not previously part of the framework from the original Sonic Worlds. So yeah, we got Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy. I guess even though I like Tails, let's pick Amy since she is like a recent addition. Let's see how she does. Okay, good presentation. You might recognize this. This is, of course, similar to a test level we saw in a previous game I played today, or previously on Sage 2023 Showcase. One of the games we played, I broke into the test levels. They have a similar look because of that reason. It was also a Sonic Worlds game. I believe that one was not the Godot engine, though. It was just Sonic Worlds. So, the old multimedia fusion version. Not that there's anything wrong with that, you know. However, this is not. It is using the same textures, but it is a different layout, I noticed. And we have different music. The music that was in the other game was very bad. This is a song that actually sounds good. It's probably a custom song, actually. So what can Amy do exactly? She can hammer, obviously. She can drop dash. Sort of. She cannot use elemental shields. I don't know much about like classic Amy, like how she exactly controls. For instance, I haven't played Sonic Origins, so these guys, the ones that move if you're staying next to them, kind of like a boo. No, actually, it's more like those Mega Man enemies that only the floor things that move around faster if you're on the same floor as them. It's time for Sonic to go dot. What's that mean? Godot just sounds like being pixel art, and honestly, Sonic's been pixel art for a long time, so. That sounds like Godot just means, like, have a sprite of your character. That's what I think that would mean. Okay, I don't know why that didn't actually launch me correctly. Hold on. Where am I? Yeah, there's a little... Okay, so, like, we're examining the engine, so this is something I'm noticing. The engine isn't perfect. Like, devs, if you're watching, I want to point this out because this definitely could be worked on. Notice how this ramp doesn't launch me straight up. Oh, now it did. So sometimes it doesn't, though. I was, like, janking a little bit to the right, which caused me not to get up here. So, clearly the engine still needs a little work. Because it is having inconsistencies. Not the end of the world, but it could be janky for a game, so needs improvement. So if I recall, Amy, she can't hurt things unless she pulls out the hammer, normally? I think that's how she's supposed to work. Oh. Or it's more like a... Or if it's like... Is it like the little... What's the thing that Sonic can do? Where he has the little flash that gives his hitbox a slightly larger hitbox. He can do it in Sonic 3 Knuckles. It has a name. I don't remember the name of it though. It's useful to get a hit when you're just about to miss. It's the shield. That's it, and it does protect you too. So that was not really a fight, but you know, it was an example. Whatever. Wait, why am I moving to the right? While crouching, that was weird. Like how most Digimon games have a dot effect similar to the top. Oh, I know you're talking. Oh, what is that? What is that? It's something involving just how the screens worked back in the day. Oh God, what are those things? Huh. Okay. I like how they forced me to do this. Ah, the infamous, yeah, I'm actually not very good at it, by the way. There. I know you have, I know you don't jump. I know you hold up and down, but it's still annoying. Oh, okay. Oh no! The random spring fucked me up. Now I gotta do it again! Alright, we're good. I don't think any of that mattered because I just fell down anyways. Oh wow, she can move very quickly on the pole. So obviously this engine is trying to show off different features, different things it can do. I mean, for better or worse, the Carnival Night Zone platform did feel pretty authentic. It's not a good platform, but it felt accurate. The shimmy looks a little silly, though. Like how her head doesn't move at all. She's like... You know what that reminds me of? I recently watched a video. If you aren't aware, chickens are really good at keeping their head balanced and straight. So, like, if you pick up a chicken and start moving it around, its head will not, like, wobble around. So somebody put a GoPro on a chicken as a natural stabilizer for their camera. It worked pretty well. Like, Amy has that skill, too. Amy's a chicken, that's what I'm trying to say. I guess. Yeah, there's the engine. Now, I would be remiss not to quickly play as Tails, though. Is that a custom sprite? It looks a little odd, but okay. But yeah, these engines, they don't have complex levels. The levels are here basically to show what the game can do. Okay, that's Sonic 3 and Knuckles Tails. Or as I can tell. Tails feels good. Oh, he can pick up speed at the top of the screen. That's good. I always like that when I can do that. Something that Tails can sometimes do. Oh, what? Special stages exist. Alright. Wait. Wait, special stage. Special stage. Press action 1 Z to win. Press action 2 X to lose. Well, I'd like to win personally. Thanks. What? I'm assuming they don't have a special stage design yet. I guess. Oh man, I wish Sonic Special Stages were as easy as that, and where I could just choose whether to win or not. That's a wonderful. Honestly, I love that I play Tails just to see that. Man, that felt so satisfying. I pressed the win button, you see, and I won. It was such a good special stage. Yeah, Tails' flying feels good. Sometimes Tails' flying feels slow and sluggish. Okay, it doesn't let me do the one thing, though. So this is very rare. I don't see it very often. But occasionally... I don't see it very often, but occasionally a 2D Sonic game allows Tails to drop out of his fly mode. Man, that invincibility lasts a long time. Holy shit. Basically, like, if you're flying around, you can press a button and just immediately go back into a ball and drop to the ground. And I find that amazingly useful, because sometimes you're flying around as Tails, you're like, well, I need to land now. But you're like, oh, I still have upward momentum, I gotta wait for that to go away, and then I have to land. It's like, it's nice to have the ability to just drop out of a fly mode. It's very, I would say it's really good for, like, I think it's very satisfying for, like, speedrunning and stuff, too. Like, for keeping your momentum going, so to speak. But I don't see it very often. Very few fan games use it. And in fact, now I think about it, is it even an official feature? I don't think it is. Has Tails been able to drop out of fly mode in an official game? Well, Superstars just released. I haven't played it yet. Maybe you can do it there. I won. But yeah, so... Yeah, the two characters I just played feel okay. I bet Knuckles is probably fine. Knuckles isn't... I've never really felt like Knuckles played badly in most fan games. He always seemed pretty consistently good. And Sonic is just kind of baseline, so he's usually fine too. Usually what gets messed up is Tails, actually. Like when he flies, like, too short, like he gets tired really fast, or he falls really, really slowly, or he flies really, really slowly. I've seen Tails get messed up the most out of any character in fan games. But yeah, Sonic World's next engine, it seems pretty good, this Godot iteration. I'm glad they're building it for Godot, because I personally believe out of the three big ones, you know, Unity, Unreal Engine, and of course Godot, I personally think Godot has the best people behind it, as well as is just the best engine in general, because while it's lagging behind in features compared to the other two, it is lagging behind in features because it is optimized. They are focused on the optimization of the Godot team. So it runs really well. Every Godot game I played has run like a dream. And I cannot say that for Unity and Unreal. So even though it lags behind in some features, I do really appreciate the Godot engine. I think it is smartly designed and actually can work on different people's computers without having like a crazy powerful computer, which is nice. So I like to see this Sonic World's next being developed. I do think they need to work on something involving the collision there, because that, like when I was going up those hill and I was constantly hitting that wall when I should have just not hit the wall, and then the one time I didn't hit the wall. So like there's some inconsistency of the physics here. But I commend the team for building for Godot, and I hope that they continue to work out the little issues like that. Sonic World's next. I might be a good engine to use in the future. Who knows? If you are making a Sonic fan game.